What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Roadmap, Benzinga's NFT show. We got a good one for you today. Hopefully you all saw that thumbnail photo. We are going to be talking about Elon Musk, the world's richest person. He, of course, acquired social media platform Twitter last week, a large, highly anticipated deal. Is that good for NFTs, though, is the big question. Here, Alyssa and I's thoughts on that. We're also going to be taking a look at the reveals on everybody's in our planet, two projects we talked about last week, and also looking at some of the top selling collections over the last week. All that and more. Stay tuned. This is the Roadmap. All right, everyone, as I said, this is the Roadmap, Benzinga's NFT show. It is November 1st, Tuesday, and before we get started with today's episode, want to give a shout out to our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by So Rare. So Rare is a global sports game and entertainment platform that empowers fans to live their passion for sports at a deeper level by collecting officially licensed digital player cards. The company has partnered with Major League Baseball, the Major League Baseball Players Association, the National Basketball Association, and the National Basketball Players Association, and also over 280 football, soccer clubs around the world to create those collectibles. You can get 20 free So Rare NBA cards by signing up. Click on the link in the description below and also in the chat. And if you sign up with our link, you get a free limited card when you buy 5 cards on the market. Definitely check out So Rare, and shout out to So Rare, our new sponsor, for sponsoring today's episode. And speaking of today's episode, it is that time when I bring on my co-host and producer, the one and only Alyssa. Alyssa, what's going on?
Hi. Nothing much. Just ready to talk about NFTs and Elon Musk and everything.
There's so many exciting things to talk about. Before we dive in, though, I mean, Alyssa, we got to start with the big headline for us, right? Is we have a new sponsor. So Rare is going to be sponsoring the Roadmap, which we are excited about. If you are new to the program, So Rare is a leading sports NFT company, and we have been talking about them for months here, right? Talking about how they signed with soccer teams, they signed with baseball, and they also partnered with the NBA. And we will be doing some segments where we bring on Money Mitch from Benzinga's YouTube. You know him from some of these other channels. And we'll be setting lineups. We'll be buying different players, and we'll be trying to earn some limited and rare cards that you can get by entering these weekly contests. And maybe we'll even get Alyssa to play along too. Like I said, you can get 20 free common cards just for signing up. And if you use Benzinga's link and you buy 5 moments, you also get a limited one. Those limited ones are numbered out of 5,000, and you actually get to enter into different contests. I mean, I love that this image here on screen, Alyssa, right? You can see the different athletes, the 3 different sports they cover. These are cool collectibles. It's got that daily fantasy element for sports, which anyone who's listened to me across various shows knows that I love sports. I also love NFTs, and we're combining 2 of those things here. So, Alyssa, what do you think? New sponsor.
I am excited. Although, I mean, okay. I have no idea what you and Mitch talk about when you guys come on, and it's kind of amusing. But like, I actually am excited to get my 20 free cards.
Yeah.
They're cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 20 free, and then you can earn prizes, right, from these contests.
Yeah. Like, why not? If you can get 20 free, I mean, why not, right? And
yeah, everybody loves free.
Yeah, and I didn't know, like, if you use our link, you get 5. What is it?
If you buy 5 with our link, you get a free limited one.
Okay,
and I mean, those
good.
limited ones, They cost some money, but you buy one, you get to enter into limited contests. I mean, when Mitch and I have been setting these lineups on screen, we've only been able to enter the common ones, right? Because we don't have any limited or rares yet. But Mitch will be coming on later this week or next week, and we'll actually be going to the marketplace, Alyssa, and doing some shopping. So I'm excited for that. And our viewers and listeners will get to hear, you know, maybe some players that are underrated, undervalued that we're scooping up.
Yeah, I don't know anything about anyone and the players at all, but hey, I'll listen to what you guys say.
Yeah, you get to learn. And speaking of learning, Alyssa, before we get into today's show topics, I of course have to drop the link in the chat. We do have Benzinga's Future of Crypto event coming up December 7th in New York City at Pier 60. You can hear from some of the top names in crypto and NFTs. I mean, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank's going to be there, Anthony Scaramucci. NFT collections as well. Alyssa, we have Yuga Labs co-founder Garga. We also have Pudgy Penguins. We have some other projects that will be announced later. Super excited for this event. If you use that link that I just shared in the chat, you actually get 20% off on your tickets. These tickets are going fast, and I think the price is going to go up again too, Alyssa. So anyone interested, I would lock in that price right now. And you get to come hang, right, with some Benzinga employees. You get to hang with these different creators, these founders. You get to ask questions. You get to see them speak. You get to network. Like, it's going to be a fun time. So I will see everyone there. Alyssa, where to start today? I think we should probably take a look back, right, at last week. So if we pull up maybe Crypto Slam here and take a look at what the top projects were for the last week. Full disclosure, I have not looked at this list yet today. So
we're looking at 24, 7-day.
Let's do 7-day here.
Okay.
So we can get Art Gobblers out of there maybe for a minute.
No, it's still there.
It's number one for the week. Of course it is. All right. So for the week, what do we got here? We got Art Gobblers, Bored Ape Yacht Club, So Rare, our sponsor, number 3. Gods Unchained coming in at 4th. That's on Immutable. That is also a partner with GameStop's NFT Marketplace. So we might have to do some more digging on that one. And then look at CryptoPunks up for the week. Art Blocks number 5 up for the week. Other Deed up for the week. Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Azuki. Oh, and there it is. Alyssa, Reddit.
Oh,
I have not seen Reddit on the Crypto Slam list. It looks like they added Polygon NFTs finally, because that was not on there last week. So what did they do? $3.1 million in the last week. They, of course, were down. But nice to see another blockchain there. So, I mean, yeah.
I'm actually... well, I did say last week, like, maybe after Halloween, we'd see a bit of a spike in Reddit. Didn't I say that? Like,
you did.
The Halloween collections in Reddit. I'm surprised that Reddit is on the top 10 list for 7
I am too. And now I'm like curious what it would have been ranked if they would have actually had it like on there before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know, but I don't remember seeing it on this list before. So it looks like Crypto Slam now coming around and adding that. So it's kind of crazy. So Alyssa, what else of that top 10? Anything stand out to you?
Yeah, that number 1 slot, Art Gobblers. Has anyone in the chat heard of this project? Seen it around on Twitter with your favorite influencers at all?
Yeah, like Alyssa, I don't even know where to start with Art Gobblers. I mean, this is a project from a person that's well known, right?
Yeah, you might know him.
Yeah,
yeah, you guys might know him.
The creator of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that guy.
I've been following this project for a little while, but I had no idea that it was gonna turn into what it did, right? So
yeah,
I didn't look recently, but we had a floor price of 15 ETH yesterday. It looks like 12.5 now. This is an immersive art project, right? So it's not just like a PFP. It's not just like a, generative art. It's actually going to count on community members to kind of create art along the way, right? Kind of a cool concept. Here's where things take a dive off into the deep end, right? There is a large number of NFT influencers. And I don't want to name drop. I don't want to call anyone out. Some of them are my friends, right? Some of them we've had on the show. But a high percentage of the whitelist for this project was influencers, right? That was one of their marketing tactics, was to get these influencers talking about the project. And then, of course, the mint happened, and it was super hyped, and you had people then paying, 15 ETH for this. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say, because some of these influencers then sold, and of course, we don't love seeing that. Yeah. Alyssa, what do you think? Art Gobblers and the influencer marketing campaign here.
All right. So like, I think it's actually a smart move to hit up all of the influencers and work with them, because it just generates hype for your project, right? Am I wrong for thinking this?
No.
I think it's a good move, but like, I think it's expected for some of these guys to drop their bags, like sell it at the, I mean, if I was the influencer, right? Okay. And I had the whitelist and I was able to mint it. Because of the market that we're in right now, I think I probably would have sold it fast.
Yeah, I mean, 12.5, 15 ETH, those are still large amounts, right? Like, if you're an NFT influencer, you might not have like a full-time job, maybe you're just advising projects or investing in NFTs. You want to make some profit along the way, right? So like, I feel like I can't fault these people, and I feel like we should have seen this coming. The bigger question, which has started to be raised on Twitter by some other influencers who maybe weren't on the whitelist. And Alyssa, you and I follow the stock market, widely as well. When companies go public with like a traditional IPO or a SPAC merger, there is a period of time that they have to hold those shares before they can sell. So like, let's say when, Airbnb went public, right? The co-founders of the company owned a ton of shares. They owned a big percent of the company. They couldn't just dump those shares on day one of the company being public. They had to wait, 6 months, 12 months, whatever was written into the IPO filing before they could start selling their shares. And, again, same thing, right? Let's say these Airbnb founders worked for $0, right? Because they were trying to make their company profitable. They were trying to, make it look good before they went public. Maybe they didn't even take a salary. Shouldn't they be allowed to sell some shares, right? Well, that's just the way IPOs work, is you have to, wait, because you can't just dump all those shares at once. So, Alyssa, my question for you is like, what do you think? Should there be some sort of quiet period where like a project like Art Gobblers, all the influencers that were talking about it, should they be allowed to sell on day one, or should they have to wait, 24 hours, 7 days, a month? I hate to say longer, because we know how quick these bear and bull cycles can be. So like, I don't want to say 3 months, 6 months. I think that might be, crazy. But like, where do you fall in that? Should they be allowed to sell right away? Should they have to wait 24 hours? Should they have to wait a week? What's your thought here?
It's hard to, I don't know, because like, when you think, okay, like, influencers have a lot of like influence. It's in their name.
Wow, look at
that. Wow, big brain. And what they say, like, it will get people into these projects. And if they all like sell their bags, it could affect the people that they influence to get into the project, making it crappy for them. But like, I'm thinking like, okay, so like this is Web3, right? And like they're trying to like move away from Web2, like
Yeah.
regulation crap, all that, you know. And I feel like that probably falls into that. Maybe I want to hear what other people like say about this.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. And I mean, Alyssa, I think this is a really good question to ask guests that come on our show and like when we're doing Twitter spaces, right? Because again, like I'm friends with some of these influencers that were on the whitelist, right? And I'm not trying to shame them. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just trying to raise the questions and the awareness. And that's where I'm at. I wasn't on the allow list, the whitelist for art gobblers. If I was, I mean, I probably would have sold it, right? 15 ETH is it's a good amount.
Yeah.
But I also wasn't, you know, promoting it or talking about it on Twitter for weeks or months. But you know, a lot of these NFT, you know, creators, influencers, advisors, they're busting their butts, right? They're working around the clock, hosting Twitter spaces, doing all this stuff to bring awareness. They should receive some type of compensation. They probably fully disclose that they were on the whitelist. They didn't, of course, say, "Hey, I'm going to sell this as soon as it mints out," right? Because
Yeah.
they don't have to say that. I just, like I said, I think setting like a time that they should have to hold for it could be dangerous because of the way the market can change. So I don't know about anything other than like I would say, you know, maybe some type of like 24-hour hold period or something, right? Like let that initial like washout and sales period happen, and then you can sell. I don't know. But again, like everything's on the blockchain. So like if you follow these people's wallets, you can see when they sold. And then, you know, it's kind of up to you. Like if one of your favorite influencers, you know, hyped this project up, got you all interested, you bought one for 15 ETH, and then you go check and he sold one for 15 ETH, maybe you don't follow that person anymore or listen to them. So I mean, ultimately, like maybe it's in the influencer's best, you know, incentive to hold it and stay true. And I know some people did, right? Some people held it and they're supporting the project. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to hear what other people think about this, and I'll form a better opinion. I think it's a cool project, and like this is like what we talked about last week with that one project. The creator is well known everywhere, having like an HBO show.
Yep.
Rick and Morty creator. I mean, he's kind of big.
Yeah. So on that note, Alyssa, like Rick and Morty, one of the biggest shows out there right now. Couldn't this be like dangerous though? That like you might have had new people jump into NFTs and their first experience is paying. I mean, hopefully none of them did 15 ETH. I don't know how many basic first time NFT buyers are going to spend at 15 ETH, but let's say they did, right? This is their first NFT ever and they buy one for 15 ETH. Isn't that kind of dangerous for like the overall sector? Like we have not had a lot of NFT projects that have been able to sustain that double digit ETH floor price right now. And again, I don't know a ton about art gobblers, what they have planned for the future. I just know it's got some cool concepts, right? The immersive art. But we know these projects take time too, right? So like the floor price could drop between now and 3 months, 6 months, and then maybe, you know, it goes up again after, you know, something happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I'll watch it, see what happens. But it minted for how much?
I don't even know what the mint price was.
Okay. A high price point though, I don't think people who were into NFTs or who weren't hear that, you know, oh, my favorite creator is making NFTs, I'm gonna go check it out. I don't think they're gonna hop into something that's 12.4 ETH.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who has
so
that kind of no?
I don't think that that's going to be an issue, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Again, like I feel like the marketing tactics, like, you know, were good by them, and I don't necessarily disagree, you know, with anything that they did, but I think we need to make sure there's the awareness levels there, you know, on what influencers are doing, if they're holding, if they're selling. Definitely something to keep in mind. But this is definitely a project, though, that we should keep an eye on and kind of follow along, because I mean, I have a feeling it could be one that could surprise people, right? Because there is such hype for it, or it could be one of those ones that just kind of, you know, fades away, and then you know, you're definitely gonna hear more about it if it does fade away in terms of the price. But just my thoughts.
Am I making an NFT right now? Would you guys buy this?
I would buy that.
Yeah.
I feel like you're like making art to like sacrifice to them for something. I don't know, but
Show Gobbler.
I don't really understand it, but
yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot because I got distracted by drawing.
You were distracted drawing.
Sorry,
I knew it exactly. All right, Alyssa, let's take a look at two mints that we did talk about last week, though. Everybody's and Our Planet were two of the mints, you know, that we shared. And again, not financial advice, but I minted Everybody's. I said I was going to. I actually did live on the show. And this was I was on the list for that, so the mint cost was 0.033. During the public sale, which it never hit, the mint cost was going to be 0.036. Before these were revealed, the the floor price got to, I think, 0.06, almost double. I could have sold, of course, and taken profits without seeing what my artwork ever looked like. I held, and now the floor price, drum roll, of course, surprise, surprise, is below the mint cost. But Alyssa, when I looked earlier, this one actually was starting to go back up. It was 0.035 earlier today. Yesterday, I mean, it was like 0.025. So it's kind of just, I don't know, kind of trading in that 0.025 to 0.035 range. You're going to get like a skateboard guy. You're going to get an animated version of your NFT. Like, they have some stuff coming. So I don't necessarily think the price is going to really go one way or the other for now. But if you look at some of these, right, we wondered, you know, what were some of the rares and some of the different things going to look like. And I think if you go to, I forgot what trade it is now. Where are the somebodies and the man, I thought I sent you the link for the
is it these? Like, what are these?
Yes. Where are those?
I'm just at the highest last sale.
Yeah. Click on one.
Oh my god.
What is he? Work.
Something? Oh, it's just something. Really?
Oh. So how do I find?
You hear the dog singing in the background.
Oh, that is under everything. If you go to bodies, on the left-hand side, there's something, and there's 20 of them.
Okay. But ooh, shoot. Bodies. Something.
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay.
So these are the rares. These are cool. Like, I kind of wish they all I mean, obviously these are the rare ones. You can't have everything be rare. But like, these by themselves look amazing. I didn't get any rares. I probably would have listed if I did. Look at that mime. The mime, you got Santa, the pumpkin head one, right? That gold one we of course saw ahead of time, as a rare one. Or maybe it was, no, I think it was the gold girl we saw. Maybe
it was the gold gal, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Frankenstein.
I like the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. I like that robot guy. He just looks like he's like angry though. I don't know. And
every bot.
Yeah.
funny.
Like these are cool. Like I feel like this looks like it could be, you know, a show or something in the future, or maybe the lead characters on a project. But I just think this is a cool one artwork. I minted knowing that it probably wasn't going to go, you know, ridiculously high. I'm currently holding, and I don't know. Alyssa, what do you think of this reveal and some of these rares?
Okay, let me try to talk without this dog crying in the background.
Or the cat.
Okay.
Now I hear a cat.
Yeah, now there's a cat. Everyone wants to annoy me today, I guess. So I like the somebodies. Hear that dog? I guess he does
dog
too.
likes them too.
It's a German Shepherd, everyone. They're very vocal. But I like the reveal, and it's not super surprising to see that the floor went down. It's just common, I guess. Like I just expect it with everything at this point, you know?
Yeah.
And so does he.
I mean, if you pull up the activity, Alyssa, like again, this project minted last week. It had its reveal a couple days ago. I mean, we still have in the last hour. I mean, I'm seeing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 sales in the last hour. Like,
yeah, that's a decent,
you know, the project definitely hasn't dropped off. But
well, yeah, I mean, is this from the same wallet? We got a few mini whales going in. I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I saw. I think that one is the Nyan Cat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, buying a couple. It looks like in the last couple hours. So I don't know.
I mean, I think it's a good project, and it's a good spot to well, I don't know, not financial advice, but it might be a good time to buy in.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just gonna hold at this point, you know, until there's another, you know, big event or something, because I don't know. I'm a supporter at this point and following along.
Are you just gonna hold the 3 you have?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really see a reason to go after like rares or really like, I don't know.
Here's his 3.
Oh, you showed off my 3? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So for everyone out there watching, these are the 3 that I minted. So let's see if everyone can pick a favorite. And then Alyssa, I'll be curious. I think I already know, but I'll be curious about your favorite, and then maybe I'll share which one is my favorite. But these are the 3 that I minted.
Pretty.
I love the colors. I don't know. Like it reminds me kind of like the Doodles color, right? Like the pastels and like some of the like off. How did y'all find this project? This was one that I followed on Twitter months ago. They did a pre-mint raffle for getting on the whitelist, which was random, right? Not like the Art Gobblers stuff. Mm-hmm. And I got on the whitelist and was able to mint early. I've been following along in the Discord. But again, just a project that I saw someone post about on Twitter, and, you know, I followed and, you know, liked it enough to mint it. And I have been minting a lot lately, so it takes a little bit to get me to mint in this bear market. But hopefully that answers your question, Racket Club. You can always watch this show if you're new here, right? We try to highlight some upcoming mints and projects, even if we're not minting ourselves, just to kind of walk through, you know, the roadmap and what's going on with them. The other thing we highlighted with everybody's last week was they did a Twitter Spaces with Klon, co-founder of Cool Cats. They did a special 1-of-1 for him. And, you know, we see these projects do these honorary NFTs. And that doesn't mean that they're going to share or talk about them, right? But the fact that Klon like shared it, loved it, and was willing to hop on a Twitter Spaces and like talk and find out more, I was like, okay, like this at least, you know, shows that, you know, there's an artist, you know, willing to support it. So
yeah, they did Klon, Betty, and Andrew.
Yep.
They did an upside down cloud. one for Andrew. I like when I already said this before, but I will always like when artists come together and make like in their art style.
For
I
sure,
love
yeah.
it. I'll
Yeah.
I will always pick that over anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Ragged Club, I don't know if you're new here. I don't remember seeing your name in the chat before. So if you're new here, we appreciate your support. If you're not new here, maybe I just don't pay attention to all the comments enough, but we like having you here. So keep those comments going. Which one of my three, Alyssa, was your fave here? I haven't seen anyone post in the chat yet.
I like this one.
Yeah. That's your fave? See, I don't know. I feel like I like the hat one.
I do. I mean, I like the hat one too, but I like this one more. I like the background. And I the colors. I don't know. I just like the colors a lot. When I looked at all three of them, my eyes like immediately just went to this one, and like I don't know. It'd be like that sometimes.
It really do. It really do.
Go to what your heart initially wants.
Yeah, and I see a comment here about Pat McAfee talking about Dogecoin. Pat McAfee, a former NFL player, he hosts now a podcast and a show. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk here in a minute, and that involves, of course, Dogecoin. And I know Alyssa and I can talk about Dogecoin as well. Racket Club is new and subscribed. Hey, yes. That's what we like to see. Woo! New people here in the chat and subscribing to Benzinga's YouTube. Racket Club, we air Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. Eastern time, the roadmap. We also have other great content revolving around the stock market here on Benzinga and cannabis across our various shows. We also do some Twitter spaces. And if you heard me at the top of the show talk about our Future of Crypto event, if you are close to New York City, December 7th. But thanks for the love and support. Alyssa, how about Our Planet? That was the other project that we talked about last week. These were revealed, and I mean, Alyssa, these are pretty sweet. They do remind me like a lot of some of the other projects.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's hard if you're an artist and you're going with like that anime style right now. I think it's hard to differentiate yourself from some of the existing stuff, right? There's a lot on the market. So like, I'm not saying they copied it all, right? But like, it's just, I feel like there's a ton in that space.
There is, especially if they're all going for the side profile.
Yeah.
Is there any like just front view anime style?
There was, and I feel like they all faded away.
Interesting.
I feel like I definitely had some back in the day. I can't even think of the names now.
Chat, help. Do you know any?
Yeah.
I like the style, and I just whenever I see a new project, I just don't know. I think I said this back when Azuki happened.
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna stay? Well, Azuki stayed. Okay.
Azuki stayed.
Where is it? It's number 9.
Yeah. And James in the chat saying anime is toast. I mean, I feel like I don't know if anime is toast. I feel like maybe some of these projects are gonna be toast. You know, no shade. But there's a lot. And like, if you're an anime NFT project, right? What are some of the items probably on your roadmap? Comics, a show, content. Like, you have to deliver on that. And if you're not delivering as quick as, some of these other, Tokyo Rebels, a project that got rugged last year. They are relaunching with better all animated art and with a free mint. I had not heard that.
I think I remember hearing about Tokyo Rebel. Hold on a minute. Be right back.
Yeah, and then we got to pull up on Our Planet. I just want to point out some of the traits here.
Okay. Where am I going?
If you go back to OpenSea, okay, so if you look at the floor price, the floor price is what, 0.071. Now, if you go to the traits, if you go down to the type, right, you have 6,657 core, and then you have 1,688 special. So special would be like the next level of rarity. the price on the next level of rarity is not that high off the floor. Actually, there's one I think right now at the floor, 0.071. Or maybe am I not checked yet? I'm not checked yet. What is the floor on special? 0.074, right? Is that what you have, Alyssa?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's barely off the floor for the next level of rarity. I was actually looking at these after they unveiled, and I was like, hey, like you could actually get a rare one not that high off. And then if you click on the next level, the mystical, which there's only 528, I mean 0.227 for the floor, and those are some pretty sweet. I would have to dive in more to the roadmap and remember what the different things are, but I think the more rare your NFT is, you get different levels of stuff or whatever along the way. So yeah.
Howdy. I twerk for fun. Howdy.
Yeah, howdy. Oh, we got some fans in the chat now. What are these you have up now? The legendaries?
Oh, these are 14 legendaries.
Okay, Alyssa, maybe we should pick out our fave here. You might have to zoom. You might have to zoom out a bit here. Zooming out. Okay, so there's 14. Can you get them?
There we go. There they are.
Got them on screen. Okay, all right. 14 of them, Alyssa. Let's pick out our 2 or 3 favorite. You want to do 2 or 3?
3, because I'm indecisive.
3. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. You tell me when you're ready. I know you probably aren't, so I might have to go first here.
Nah, I'm good at winging it. Let's go.
All right. I think my favorite is the second one with the fire.
Okay.
I think... Oh, mine are in a different order on my screen. My next favorite is the top right, all the way to the right.
Green?
Yep.
Okay.
And my third favorite is the first one, the vampire.
Oh, okay.
Those are my 3. How about you? Probably something completely different.
I like the vampire.
Yes.
Yes, it reveals.
It's your favorite. It's your top 3. Are you going in order?
I'm gonna go in order. This one's top.
Okay.
Top boy right here. Okay, and then, I like the golden girl down here.
Okay.
Okay, and then, oh man, it's like between this one and this one.
Okay.
I'll go with her. Is that butterflies? It looks like butterflies.
With the purple there?
Yes, I'll go with that.
And we got the blind trader in the chat saying green right top, which was in my top 3. So shout out
green right
for,
top.
Yeah.
It's good. They're all good.
Yeah, I like these.
I like how there's a female and a male version of each one.
Oh, yes. Yes, very good point. And now looking back, I picked all males. So thanks for pointing that out, Alyssa. We'll edit that out of here. Chelly, thanks for joining the show late today. We just talked about this. Everybody's. I did mint my 3. The floor price is below what the mint cost was. But I'm currently holding all 3. Show Shelly my...
Yeah, which one's your favorite? Which one's your favorite, Shelly? This one, or this one? I won't tell you which one's my favorite right now, because then that might be like creative bias.
You only get to pick one. You can't pick 3 because there's 3, so it's not as much fun. So, but
yeah, James, I agree, man. They're cool.
Yeah, and again, Our Planet was one of those ones that I found because I saw people talking about it on Twitter. And James saying anime is not toast. Like again, there's a ton of fans of anime out there. It's another one of those where like sports, right? Where you create NFTs with a built-in fan base, right?
Yes.
Like before there was Bored Ape Yacht Club, you didn't exactly have like a built-in fan base of people, who loved apes, right? Like that wasn't a thing. You create sports and anime NFTs and you've got a built-in fan base. And Shelly's saying 0.
Does that mean none?
Okay, so none of my 3. Wow, thanks for the support. That's awesome. Racket Club saying, any tips on how to find some good upcoming projects? All of my NFTs are dust now. Okay, well, first off, we don't all have winners, right? I have some dust. I have some NFTs in my hidden folder for sure. And how to find some good upcoming projects. There's a lot of people you can follow on Twitter. We also, on this show, like I said, we try to talk about upcoming mints, and maybe that's something we'll do more of, Alyssa, is just getting on a regular schedule of talking about some of the upcoming mints, the day, the mint price,
Yeah.
and all that, and maybe some details on how you can get on the whitelist for projects that have that. If you're big on Twitter, definitely pay attention to what's trending.
That's
What
what I
projects
do.
people are talking about a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to, I follow like the bigger influencer types, and obviously it goes by what you prefer, and if one of them
Yeah.
annoys you more than others. But I listen to what they say, or I just pay attention to like what's blowing up, like that. What's the one we were talking? Art Gobblers. Yeah,
Art
that one was
Gobblers,
just
that
blowing
one.
up. But then again, all the influencers were kind of like given the whitelist spot and told like, hey, there was so many tweets that were exactly the same from
Yeah, that copy pasta was real
copy.
bad on
They
that.
couldn't be a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I
But
would
that's
not
what
do
that's
that.
what got people talking. Like, it was like engagement farming, and like, oh man. And what are the numbers that James is calling out? Are these on our planet?
Yeah, our plan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's calling out some
Nice.
goodies.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, we should definitely check back on this project after a little while.
Like this one,
For our
yeah.
planet, and maybe try to get them on the show too. I think Josh was an advisor, so maybe maybe I can
Oh,
talk to him and see if we can get them on. But yeah, just, I don't know, one of those projects that caught my eye, and
can I talk? Oh my gosh. I like paying it. Okay, like I'm gonna go back to Toy Boogers. Doug, he's into like collecting, right?
yeah,
And like a lot, I do that too. Okay, like I follow a lot of like fan artists who just make a bunch of fan art on like anime and crap like that, and they're really good artists. And I'll just save or just follow them and just you know enjoy their art. And it's the same deal with NFTs for me. Like I just enjoy the art, and sometimes this art actually comes with benefits. So that's why I'm mostly into like NFTs. I'm just an artist who likes art with benefits. Art with
yeah.
benefits.
Art with benefit. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase before,
let's
Alyssa.
let's coin it.
I feel like, yeah.
I like this one. Oh my god, I just the anime style. I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. I'm not even a huge anime like fan, but like there's this style, and like, I don't know. I like it. I like the colors, I like the different traits. I like that
Yeah.
there's the different class types, right? Like there's there's not just like common and like legendary, right? There's a couple in between. And like I said, that second one up is barely off the floor. So like if I was to buy one of these, I would probably, instead of paying 0.071 for a floor, I'd probably go to the 0.074, 0.075 next class up, right? Because
Yeah.
like, why not pay a little bit more to get one that is, I mean, I don't remember the details, but I think you
Yeah.
get based on the different rarity. But yeah.
Oh, this is the one where if you hold it, you gain more benefits, right? Like the longer you
Yes.
hold it.
Oh, yes, that's what it was. Yeah. Maybe that's why the floor is held up too. 0.071. I mean, that's not, it was over 0.1 last week, I think, but I forgot what the mint cost was, but I'm actually a little surprised that it is still this high, but that makes sense now. I mean, again, guys, if you're new to the NFT market or haven't followed in a while, like, this is the trend, right? They go up right around the mint time. Before they reveal, they go up. People are trying to snatch them up. After they reveal, they drop, right? Like, people sell the commons, they hold the rares, etc. And then people, they sell and they move on to the next project, right? We have a very short-term attention span in NFTs, a very FOMO-minded, mentality. So, like, if you believe in a project or the roadmap for the future, you can get some of these projects on the cheap after the reveal happens. So, not financial advice, of course, but
I did not get one. I need to borrow $1 too. Please.
Borrow a couple dollars. Yeah.
I need $1. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we're starting to run out of not run out of time, but it's getting down there, and I definitely want to get into our big topic today. Right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the man himself, the world's richest person.
We can borrow his dollars.
Yeah, lots of dollars here, right? Let's talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk, I think everyone out there knows who he is. If you don't, you must not read Benzinga, that's for sure. He is the world's richest person. He's the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. He also is now the CEO / chief twit /
Twitter complaint hotline operator.
Complaint hotline operator of Twitter. He spent $44 billion to acquire Twitter, one of the leading social media platforms. So the big question is, what's next for Twitter, right? And how does this relate to crypto and NFTs, which we talk about? Well, as someone already pointed out in the chat, Dogecoin, right, has been absolutely surging over the last week. I actually wrote an article, if you invested $1,000 in Dogecoin when Elon Musk announced the acquisition for the second time in October, how much would you have made? You would have made over $1,000, so over 100% in less than a month, guys. Not financial advice, but if you pay attention, Dogecoin trends and moves based on Elon Musk tweets, Elon Musk comments, like, you can kind of time some of this. And I think we've known for months that once this deal went through.
Wait, what? It's 14 cents?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't checked it. I'm sorry.
What did you think? Did you think it was lower?
I thought it was still 11 cents. I haven't checked it at all today.
Go back to Elon Musk Twitter and scroll down a bit, and you'll see why in a second.
Oh,
keep going.
That.
Keep going. Going. There it is. He posted that last night, Alyssa, and I immediately was like, "Oh, let me go pull up the price of Doge," and it was just straight line up, straight line.
Oh my gosh!
Like, yeah. So, yeah. Full disclosure, I own some Doge.
Yeah, me too.
I actually bought some more this weekend, Alyssa. After I talked to you, I finally pulled the trigger and bought some. But I have been holding some of my Dogecoin since January of last year. It is up a ton. I did sell some during the surge last year, right? I never I didn't sell any at the peak in last May. But I think I sold some for like, I don't know, 0.4, 0.5 before it hit 75 cents. But I held on to some because essentially it's free for me now after taking profits. And I think there's going to be utility for Doge going forward. And one of those things could be Twitter, right? Elon Musk has this thing about fighting bots. And he has actually kind of proposed that, like, what if you have to pay a little bit of Doge to tweet or to post or to comment on someone's tweet, right? Like, you would actually have to own some Doge to do that. So that's why Dogecoin is, trending and up a bunch. But turning to NFTs, I mean, Alyssa, like, we've talked about Elon Musk on the show. He is, I don't know how to say this, not a fan of NFTs. One could say he is a hater of NFTs. He does not like them. He thinks they're stupid. He thinks they're a waste of time. Back when Twitter first rolled out the hexagon profiles, right? Where you could share your NFT and have it verified. He said that was a waste of time by the engineers and that they should be spending more time on fighting bots instead. And then he really caught people off guard last year when he tweeted a picture. I think I might have sent you this picture.
This?
Yeah. So this was the best I could find. If you zoom in, he changed his profile picture to a collage of 101 Bored Apes. Did Elon Musk buy 101 Bored Apes? No. He literally right-click saved this picture from a auction site. These apes were auctioned, and then he captioned it with like, I don't know, seems kind of fungible.
Yeah.
So literally mocking the definition of non-fungible. Also sharing a collage, like, I mean, don't do our boy Franklin like that, right? With his ape slideshows. Like, if you own a bunch of apes, make a slideshow. If you don't own a bunch of apes, don't make a collage. Don't do that. Like, I don't know. But Alyssa, what do you think? Elon Musk, he, like, you agree, right? He hates NFTs.
Didn't he do an NFT like right when it first started blowing up though? Of like
So
a song.
he made that song.
Yes.
And I feel like I forgot the context now. I feel like someone made it into an NFT and sent it to him. I don't think
Okay.
he actually made it. But then he was going to sell it for like $69 million or something, right? And Beeple offered to buy it from him for Dogecoin. And I don't remember whatever happened, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, cuz like I think he, like, in regards to Twitter, I think he wants to focus on actually making it a profitable company
Yeah.
first and getting rid of the bots because there's so many on Twitter. Especially when, like, with the crypto and NFTs. I don't know. I mean, I would yeah. Maybe he could focus on that first, and maybe he doesn't like actually hate NFTs.
I mean, can't he make some money along the way off of these hexagon profile pictures, right? Because if you
Yes.
have to have like a Twitter blue to post that, like maybe he doesn't love NFTs, but he at least like sees the value in his costume. Yeah. I mean that's a whole nother story. Like this
I don't
guy
know. I don't know what Elon Musk thinks, okay? He's a bag of tricks.
is oh man, now the loaded question, right? What are your thoughts on Shiba Inu? I own some Sheeb, full disclosure, throwing that out there. It is not a lot, and it is in an account, just kind of sitting there. I don't know enough about the utility. I own it because it has a tendency to run when Doge runs, and also when altcoins in general. But not financial advice there. But I also own some Ethereum and some Doge. I don't know. You got opinions on Sheeb here, Alyssa?
Okay, so like the way I jump into these coins, right? I own sheep too. I own a decent amount of sheep because it's so cheap.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the whale.
I'm a whale. I only own it because of Dogecoin.
Yeah, see, like I feel like I hate saying that. We both said that. So like, does that mean we actually support Sheeb, or does that mean that we like Doge and know
I'm
that
just an investor trying to make money. That's I don't pay attention to anything Shib does. I don't pay attention at all, actually. Like, I know they have other things like what, Bone and Leash.
Yep.
I don't pay attention to any of it. I just own Shib, and I only look at it when Dogecoin runs.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the thing with Elon Musk, and you just kind of said it, Alyssa, like he's kind of a loose cannon. You don't really know what he's gonna do. Like, there was rumors last year, and we talked about them on the show, right? That he gonna buy a Bored Ape because there was photos of him, with the founders of MoonPay cornering him in an elevator, or near an elevator. But he did not buy a Bored Ape. Again, he doesn't like NFTs. So like, here's my worry, Alyssa, as someone who like is a vocal supporter and trying to like push NFTs and Web3 forward. We saw Clubhouse, right, as one of like the first like platforms to really engage NFT communities, right? And
Yeah.
Clubhouse was like audio only. For a long time, it was iOS only. Then it was available for everything or for everyone. And if you were an NFT project, like that's how like Clubhouse is how like NBA Top Shot and Bored Ape, like some of these communities actually like came to connect. It was before Twitter Spaces was a thing. Now of course we have Discord, but Alyssa, I spend way less time in Discord now than I ever did.
Yeah.
Twitter Spaces, I feel like has so much value. You can listen to people, you can speak, you can talk, you can interact with founders, you can hear with founders talking. I mean, we are hosting Twitter Spaces on Benzinga, right, with different founders, different leaders in the space. I hope that Elon Musk doesn't make a ton of changes to that. But I am a little worried, Alyssa, because as you said, monetization, he's trying to make money. He's trying to make Twitter as profitable as he can. Right now, that probably means charging people for their blue check marks and other things. But what if he tries to make Twitter Spaces like cost money? Would it? You think it'd change NFTs forever?
It could. I don't know. How could you
So,
charge
like,
for
I mean, I
Twitter?
really don't want to throw out ideas in case Elon's listening. He does listen to our show from time to time. That's fake news, guys. I just want to make sure no one like tweets that Elon Musk listens to the roadmap.
Oh my
That
God.
we know of. Maybe his burner account is in the chat. Looking at you, Chelly. But what if like you only can listen to so many Twitter Spaces a month before you have to pay? What if in order to host a Twitter Spaces you have to pay? Like, there's all kinds of ways. Like, I like Twitter Spaces, and like I like Twitter. I spend a ton of time on Twitter. I don't want to start having to pay for every little thing, right?
I don't think that's gonna happen though.
You
I don't
don't?
think that's I don't
If he's already trying to charge for my blue check mark, Alyssa, he's coming after my blue check mark. Like,
Yeah, but like when you think about it on the larger scale for like the people, I don't think we're gonna get it. Okay, maybe there'll be like, I don't know, ads.
yeah, but I feel like
I'm
he said like ads wasn't
maybe. I mean,
gonna
I don't
make
know
it.
how else. Because I don't know. You gotta know. He has like it's common knowledge now that Twitter is a place for all crypto and NFT people. Like that's where the community is. And then there's everyone else that uses it for just to write down their opinions and thoughts, the
Yeah.
politics, everything. It's just I don't think there's gonna be paying to join spaces. Now hold on, think about he did talk about Vine though, bringing it back and putting it in
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
That could be something else.
I'm excited. Okay, also I was surprised. I feel like we did a poll, right, on Benzinga, or did I see someone else do a poll about Vine?
I did.
Yeah, you did on Benzinga.
I
I
think
was
I did.
surprised by the answer because what was the last answer? Like, or the third answer was like, I don't know, I've never heard of Vine or something.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that wasn't higher, and it made me feel like I'm not super old. Because Vine is not that old, and if it's coming back, like
19 minutes left. Go vote.
go vote, everyone.
Go vote. Should Elon Musk bring back Vine? And if he does, it'd be in Twitter. And that's a TikTok competitor right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And TikTok news out today. You've got the FCC and others trying to ban TikTok due to its connections to China.
Yeah. To go back though real quick with the I don't know what that is. Yeah. I was looking under the replies of Elon's tweet, I think, and then there a different poll, and there was a decent amount of people who said, "What is Vine?"
Yeah.
And
See that?
I don't know. I feel
Oh,
a little old. I'm only 24, dude, and I felt old.
yeah. Alyssa, before we go, you got to highlight a couple comments there in the chat.
Okay.
I'll give you props. That one from James there that says Alyssa is smart. Just want to give yourself a pat on the back there. I think that's because of your comments about Twitter and Twitter Spaces and Elon Musk not charging. And then the next comment from Janix, the complete opposite of that, saying that it is possible Elon really did buy Twitter just to destroy it. Elon Musk is worth like $250 billion, maybe a little less now. He spent $44 billion. He did have other people finance. I would guess he's not going to just destroy it. That's a lot of money. But I do think he's going to make some drastic changes. And I don't think we've heard or seen them all today. Yeah, Snapchat today has a TikTok thing. That's the thing. Everyone has a TikTok thing. Vine was pre-TikTok. I'm actually working on an article. Gary Vee shared a tweet today where he's talking about Vine and how Vine makes sense to bring it back and how it can compete with TikTok. And like
Vine changed things. Like
yeah,
it was great. I use Vine, and I actually uploaded a few videos too. Maybe I was on my way until they took it away.
oh man,
doubt. X for doubt. But like a lot of the really big influencers nowadays, like David Dobrik, they all started on Vine, and now like they're huge. Okay, Vine was big. Wasn't that like the start of like the short form video?
That was Gary Vee's tweet. Was when Vine was out. It was before TikTok. It was back when Facebook and Twitter were the big social media platforms. And when Instagram didn't even have videos, Instagram was just photos.
Yeah.
Like that's how drastic Vine was. It changed everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great time. And everyone's copying it now. Yeah, like Instagram with the reels. Snapchat is like actually paying celebrities to use Snapchat to use it as TikTok. It's crazy. If Vine comes back and is on Twitter, I think that'll be huge.
Yeah. I think Vine will come back. The question is though, Alyssa, it was what, 6 seconds? Do you think that time will change? Do you think there'll be? I mean, obviously we love short form, but is 6 seconds too short compared to some of these other platforms?
Yes, like because TikTok allows you to do 10-minute videos, right? Like some.
Well,
yeah, but like I know if you want to compete with TikTok, I think Vine has to allow you to do longer videos, at least 3 minutes, maybe, because a lot of creators go on TikTok and teach, and obviously you can't throw all that into 6-second long videos, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities we can get.
I don't think I could make many 6-second videos, like trying to like talk about a topic or an NFT in 6 seconds. Like
no,
it's tough.
That'd be a challenge.
Yeah. So I don't know if I want that. So I would rather have a little bit more time to work with. But we'll be making some Vines in the future, hopefully. So I'm all for bringing back. Yeah, I don't know a ton about the Twitter data and the APIs and stuff, but I don't know. I definitely think Musk does have his hands on a lot of data now, for sure. So
yeah.
Also think about that. Elon Musk can like probably read all the DMs and all the tweets that you've ever sent. So I mean, just throwing that out there. But yeah. So all right. Well, we are out of time. We're actually over on time because I mean, talking about Elon Musk could go on forever. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed our topics today. Again, we talked about everybody's in our planet, the reveals, and what we think of those projects moving forward. We looked at the Crypto Slam top 10 of last week. We also talked about Elon Musk for a long time. We also had several new people join us in the chat today. So shout out to you guys. And we announced our new sponsor. So again, want to send a shout out and thanks to our sponsor, So Rare. sign up with the description in the link below. You get 20 free common cards for signing up that you can use in NBA contest. You also get a free limited NFT if you buy 5 off of the marketplace by using the Benzinga link below. Let So Rare know that Benzinga sent you. We are excited for the sponsorship, and we will have Mitch on to help craft some lineups with myself either later this week or next week. So stay tuned for that. You get to hear which NBA players me and Mitch are buying right now. Alyssa, anything else to add before we sign off?
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and if you use Facebook
and Vine coming soon.
Yeah, and Vine. We'll be there. We're on all socials. But yeah, at Benzinga, follow us and stay tuned for like Twitter Spaces. We're doing those more, especially leading up to the event. Come talk to us.
All right, guys. We will see everyone Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Stay tuned, though. You got more great content coming up on Benzinga's YouTube to break down all the top stories in stocks and crypto today at 3:30 for At the Close with Mitch and Joel. We will see everyone later.